The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess has always had multiple connections to Ocarina of Time, whether that be the Hero Shade, musical references, or the Sacred Grove, which was once the Temple of Time from Ocarina of Time. The Sacred Grove plays a significant role in Link's quest to save Hyrule. Not only is it the resting spot for the Master Sword, but it is also a place Link returns to later on in his adventure to collect a piece of the Mirror of Twilight. Well, what if I told you that Twilight Princess's Temple of Time has more to it than meets the eye? My name is HylianLuke, and I am going to explain to you how Twilight Princess Link saved the adult timeline. In Twilight Princess, when Link returns to the Sacred Grove for the second time to find and collect a missing piece of the Mirror of Twilight, he must enter a door that takes him back in time to an era when the Temple of Time was in its prime. Link uses the Master Sword to discover a staircase that leads through a window into a secret dungeon. In this dungeon, called the Temple of Time, Link journeys through and eventually fights Armagoma and collects his missing piece of the Mirror of Twilight. Link then proceeds to leave the temple and return home. Simple as that, right? Not exactly. This segment of the game is a huge connection to Ocarina of Time, and let me explain. When Link enters the dungeon segment of the Temple of Time, you'll notice that a familiar symbol is plastered all over this temple. The Light Medallion, the most obvious one, is in the room where Link fights the Dark Knight and receives the Dominion Rod. You can find the Light Medallion symbol in practically every room in this dungeon. While the game tells you this dungeon is called the Temple of Time, I believe this to be false, and in reality, Link is actually in a segment of the Temple of Light. When Link defeats Armagoma, yes, he is rewarded with his piece of the mirror, but he is also unknowingly freeing Ocarina of Time's Light Sage Rauru from his weakened state. When Ocarina of Time Link was a child, Rauru was too weak to leave the Chamber of Sages within the Temple of Light, which is why he appeared to Link in the form of the owl Kaepora Gaebora. Notice that when Link is an adult, Kaepora Gaebora is missing from Link's travels. Because Twilight Princess Link defeats Armagoma, Rauru is able to guide the Hero of Time when he awakens from his sleep. Now here are some details that support my theory. The Temple of Time, just like in Ocarina of Time, has a Door of Time in Twilight Princess. The door is just not nearly as big as it used to be, and that's just from a simple redesign between the two Zelda games. As a wolf, Link opens the Door of Time in the present and claims the Master Sword from the Sacred Grove. The Door of Time is opened, and the Master Sword is pulled from its pedestal. Sound familiar? It is important to note this because when Link goes into the past to when the Sacred Grove was the Temple of Time, the Door of Time is noticeably open and the Master Sword is missing. This is not because of Twilight Princess Link, however. The Door of Time is open and the Master Sword is missing in the past because Ocarina of Time Link has the past Master Sword while sealed inside the Sacred Realm, aging to become the Hero of Time. In the official Zelda timeline, though, Twilight Princess takes place in the child timeline, whereas the Hero of Time exists in the adult timeline. How could any of this work? At the end of Ocarina of Time, Zelda sends Link back to his present time to live the life he lost from becoming the hero. Zelda sends Link back to before Zelda and Link met for the first time. With Link's newfound knowledge on Ganondorf's plan to attack Hyrule, Link warns the princess and the king about Ganondorf's plan and shows them the Triforce of Courage he still possessed as proof he was to be taken seriously. This eventually led to Ganondorf's execution on the Arbiter's grounds. In the child timeline, because Link never pulled out the Master Sword nor opened the Door of Time, this is what causes the timeline split between child and adult timelines. Back to Twilight Princess, if Link was truly in the child timeline when he travels to the past, the Door of Time would be closed and the Master Sword would still be in the pedestal. This is because when Link walks through the door in the Sacred Grove to the past state of the Temple of Time, he is not only traveling back in time to the era of Ocarina of Time, but the door also jumps Link to the adult timeline. This makes sense because when Link is in the past Temple of Time, the Door of Time is once again open and the Master Sword is missing. Because Link traveled between the child timeline and the adult timeline, the Hero of Time was able to awaken and free Hyrule from Ganon's clutches. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please let me know your thoughts on this theory by leaving a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, as well as leave a like on the video. You can check out my Discord server, Hylian Discord, as well as the N10 community Discord server in the description. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, etc., all linked down below. Thank you guys again. My name is HylianLuke, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao!